You can hear me. That, Jay, was me teasing you. Hello everybody, how we doing? Good Sunday evening. How's everybody?
I will fuck you, alright? I will enter you. You're gonna enter?
All good? Good to hear. Alright, so hi Matt Mitchley, hi G Electric, hey Jay Hines. Let's get on with this. Sorry about the late start. Cena will enter you. Thank you for redeeming the sound command, Matt Mitchley. I hope that one's good for you. Took me ages trying to edit that one down. But yeah, it turns out I'd lost all my sound files, so when my bot was trying to find said sound files to play when you put in the prompt, it couldn't find them, so it didn't play. So I had to then download them all, re-edit them, stick them back on, put them in a safe place now so they won't get deleted, and all good. Okay, so we just beat the Necklord, the vampire. Took us 2 attempts, but we did it. Now it's time to everybody to congratulate us. We saved Tengar from being married and turned into a zombie bride. We hereby swear to serve the Liberation Army and obey your commands. Please let us know if you need our help. And here's where Victor's gonna leave us for a while. Which is a bummer, because he's one of the most powerful characters in the game. So please permit me to leave for the time being. I could say that could be a problem, but at the end of the day, he's gonna go anyway. Oh, hopeless without me. Victor reminds me of Ian. I think Ian will make a good Victor. Oh, hey, we got a Mr. Will Guitar. Welcome on in, Mr. Will Guitar, and thank you for the hydrate. Still regular Pepsi, I'm afraid. Boom, yes sir. I think we got a new video as well. Somewhere. Thank you for summoning a Mr. Will Guitar, Jay Hines. We've also got this one now added, seen as I was playing around. Dude! My camera's really high, isn't it? Let's knock it down a bit. You still enjoying Creepshow? Whereabouts are you in Creepshow, Jay? What was the last episode you watched? Two more recruits. Lovely jubbly. Alright, back to the castle. Well, excuse me, we'll teleport back. I do need to keep an eye on my castle, see if it gets to level 4, then we'll be able to recruit some more guys. Dude, exactly. The first one, lol, haven't got back to it yet, taking my sweet time. Fair enough, you only seen the first episode. Is that what you're saying, or the first season? It's taking my time. I started it back in the start of the year, and I'm still not through season 1. No, we haven't grown anymore. Just thinking, who can we recruit? Let's continue the story for a bit. The first step. Harley, you wouldn't know she had COVID, to be honest. Like my wife said, Saturday morning she had a bit of a fever. She had a high temperature, and then she coughed once, so the wife was like, we best test. And yeah, we found out she had COVID. If it wasn't for that cough, we probably wouldn't have tested. But the more you know, I guess. The rest of us are still negative, luckily. And there was a major accomplishment of liberation in the Mirror region. According to Kazumi, Kazim Hazil has been placed in charge of the northern defences and is presently building up his forces. Nearly 8,000 strong, another 6,000 soldiers in the floating fortress of Shazarazad, and 10,000 troops in and around Imperial headquarters. What we got, Kazim's army is all we can handle. The only way we can win is to unite the rebel forces around the country. Commander of the Knights of the Dragon Den, whose domain is in the west. If you plan to befriend them, I shall come with you. I think we could do with some Dragon Knights, couldn't we? I'd rather not go. Let's go meet the dragons. Alright, we better get some more recruits. No, you're not gonna let me. I have to leave and then come back. Awesome. Jay, what's Ozark? Currently working on my way through Ozark Series 4. I'll be continuing that tomorrow. I think I've watched the first 3 episodes. So far so good. It's still the same sort of overbearing disaster piece of a series. Things still aren't getting a break. It's sort of trying to maintain the disasters around them. Ozark, it's Jason Bateman from Arrested Development. It's about money laundering in the Ozarks. You guys are awesome. Long may you all be COVID free, sir. That's the hoping. Netflix, pretty awesome. Gary David, have seen it. Yeah, let's hope you don't recatch it, Mr. Will Guitar. I know you battled it for a few weeks with Jen. I'm hoping you're feeling 100% now. Jason Bateman, he plays a good everyman. Oh, another hydrate. Thank you, Mr. Will Guitar. Alright, we need 3 more people. Oh, I've disappeared. Well, that's a nice background, isn't it? This emulator does play up sometimes. we'll have a long. We want Tai-Ho because he helps us run.
Fuck you, alright? I will enter you.
He's gonna enter me? Where's Tai-Ho gone? Am I being blind? There he is. So we've got 2 mediums, 2 shorts, 1 long. I haven't had Valerie in a while. I do like Valerie. Alright, I think that's our team. Let's go see some dragons after we sharpen up our weapons. He was. I think that he had appeared in a few films like Sisters with a lady from 30 Rock. She is... Nope, completely forgot her name. Tina Fey. He was in that briefly as like a sort of silent biker henchman. But yeah, I think it was Trainwreck was one of the first films I had seen John Cena in, and showing off his awesome comedy chops. And Peacemaker, if anyone's watching it, is awesome. He's killing it in Peacemaker. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, I've seen Game of Thrones. It's probably the one fantasy show that I've consumed and enjoyed, as I'm not a fantasy a fan. I'm one of the few people that liked the last season. A hearsay, so that is. I hadn't read the book, so I guess I didn't. Wasn't that attached to the material that I got really upset. Oh man, this is costing me a lot of money. Come on, purse strings, hold out. One more. Oof. We don't have a lot of money left, but my team is good to go. To the basement. If you do the next podcast, will you be in the tag team with Gary or Ian, or go full tall guys with Andy for the fatal 4-way combat? Maybe that's what we should do for Shelffest. Is we know a friend who does a local wrestling promotion. We should rent a ring off him and do a Shelffest wrestling show. Although we're all getting old now, it'll probably end up crippling us all. But yeah, the podcast was good yesterday. I hope I can join the guys soon. You need to check out Peacemaker. Did you ever catch the new Suicide Squad, Jay? Best seen a movie is The Marine. I've not seen that. G-Electric. Is that sarcasm or is it actually good? Matt can't do Thrones. Is that because of the sort of, like me with the fantasy? Like I can't do Lord of the Rings or anything like that. It just bugs the crap out of me. It's not much fantasy really. Yeah, it's not much. It's more just sort of lots of characters, good characters, and memorable moments, I'd say. What an awesome idea. So you're on board, Mr. Wogatar. I'm not sure. I reckon you could be the announcer. Well, maybe the ref. I could see you in a black and white striped shirt. Rent a Ring should be the name of the flyers. You may be right, Matt Midgley. No, thanks for reminding me. I still need to see that. Yeah, you need to see Suicide Squad for Peacemaker. Alright, I'm gonna remember what that place is called. What was it called? Northern Checkpoint, Klon. Was it Klon? No, Klon's the temple, isn't it? Actually, we're not too far. We'll walk. We'll walk. We're not lazy. I do recommend Suicide Squad, Jay. Just make a note of that, because I know you tend to forget what I recommend. Like Creepshow. Yeah, I think he'll enjoy Suicide Squad too. Oh, we got Kirk. My job is cutting off the heads of criminals. But as you see, business has been slow lately. Recruit. All I can do is cut off heads. That's all I know. Are you sure? Still recruit. You're a strange guy. Alright then, I'll come along. And there we go. We got a dude to cut off heads. Liking it. I didn't rearrange my team, did I? We'll be fine. We'll kick ass. Nicely done. Alright, now we'll readjust. Hopefully, the Humphrey and Valerie will catch up level-wise pretty fast, seeing as we're in the higher level section. Now, if I remember correctly, the Dragon Knights aren't going to let us in. Andy seems like such a chill guy. He is, yeah. Andy's another one. What you see is what you get, really. He's very much like he is on the podcast. He's always been nice to me. I've known Andy for years, actually. Beyond this point, it's the domain of the Knights of the Dragon's Den, as is designated by the Emperor. No one is permitted to enter. I am Humphrey Mintz, former captain of the Imperial Army's 100-man battalion. I request a meeting. To let no one in, not even the Emperor himself. Now be on your way. Let's see if we can gather some information from Anti. That's the name of the place. Him and Ian look like brothers. Yeah. I could see that, Jay. I think Ryoquinn should bring his brother from Monster Magnet. And they do the soundtrack during the podcast. I think Dave Windorf from Monster Magnet, who I believe lives in New Jersey. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it, Mr. Will Guitar. He is a regular contributor to my favourite podcast, Tell 'em Steve Dave. So I know quite a lot about Dave Windorf. I know he's a huge comic book fan. And he's a lot older than me, so he's very much my older brother. You're all very much like I expected you all to be when we all met. See? We're exactly who we say we are on the tin. Is how that saying kind of goes, that I butchered. Ian, the younger brother. I think they're about the same age. I think Gary's a year or two younger. And then I'm a year younger than Gary, I think. No, you are mistaken. Your lack of trust is so typical of peasant stock. Is that you have to honour being owed money by me for a little while. Yeah, I could try that in a restaurant. say it's an honor for me to owe you money. I, Vincent de Buller, Boyle, Bueller, a pure aristocratic extraction, will owe you money. You should be happy. Don't give me that cock and bull. Unfortunately, I just gave it all away to some poor starving children. Oh, what's the leader of the Liberation Army, Master Tenchi? Well, I could say greetings, sir. Sure, I'll bet. Well, we will want to recruit this guy, so let's be nice. Oh, I've got to pay his debt. Thanks, Matt Mitchley, for the hydrate. And hurry, you'll excuse me. Oh, how much we gotta pay? Lost 200 bits. I'll pay 200 for a new recruit. Except you weren't as tall as you made out. Oh, Jay, still on about the tallness. He was stooping down to appear less Gandalf. That's right. I wore my short shoes, obviously. Maybe you're just taller than you think, Jay. Maybe everybody in London's giants, so you just feel normal. That's what I'm going with. Alright, back to the Dragon Knights. I'm thinking we could go visit the guys sooner ahead of time. Next time I'll make my way much earlier in the day. Yeah, definitely do that, Jay. Then you wouldn't have to hop in halfway through whatever we end up doing. Right, come on, level up, Humphrey. You're using up all my medicine. In the morning. Well, at least you know how to do it, so you won't have to run around the underground trying to find the train. Or maybe get a coach down, get the megabus. I'm sure it'd be probably like a tenth of the price. You're new here, aren't you? Still time to do the right thing. I've been in this post for 5 years. Oh, I see. Last time I was here was a little over 5 years ago. Tell me more lies and you'll be sorry. Well, looks like Humphrey's quite renowned before he turned Liberation Army. National Express with a 3-day stopover somewhere. Indeed, Megabus would be far cheaper for me. Yeah, we tend to get National Express when we go up to London. Like, I think it's about £20 each for like return. It was hell of a cheap. Because the train going up was something like nearly £200. It's crazy how expensive it is to get to London. London. That is a foolish question. Man and my buff would never sneak in like a common burglar. be very careful then, it's quite a dangerous inside. Alright, we're sneaking in, see some dragons. It is very reasonable, but it is like a 6-hour drive. I think with one stop, one rest. So, which is fine, like, especially by yourself. Like, you load up a tablet or your phone with some films. That time will fly by. Or just sleep. Never been able to sleep on public transport. Or any transport, to be honest. Whether it's trains, planes, automobiles. Problem with being too tall. Not as tall as Jay expects. Alright, let's make it through here. Well, I think we gotta fight a big golden statue in a minute. Let's make sure we're all doing okay. Go on the night one and have a sleep. I used to do that with some of the big trips. I'm guessing you have travelled a lot with your profession, Mr. Wogatar. Your gran is very well. I'm glad to hear that, Jay, and I hope yours is doing okay, Matt. I know you were unsure if she'd be able to return to home, but I'm hoping she's doing well. Bloody COVID. Had to happen on such a busy week. It was my dad's birthday Friday, so we were going out for a meal Saturday. Nice fancy meal, so I missed out on that. Missed out on the cinema. Supposed to have dentist tomorrow. My friend was having a naming ceremony for their baby today. I had to miss that. Girls have a sleepover with the brownies in the church on Friday. Not sure if they're going to be able to make that. And now I've got to homeschool again. No. COVID is so inconvenient, eh, sir? Lots of stuff you just can't do. I know. And my wife's had the test and trace people phoning her all yesterday and today, and their lines just don't work. So the wife would answer and be like, hello, hello. And finally she spoke to someone today who just basically goes through where you've been for the last couple of days and takes notes. Hey, it's Futch. Back from episode 1. I'm the one who took you to the Magician's Island on Blacksback. What are you doing here? Why are these dragons sleeping? Are they always like this? What business does the Liberation have in our domain? I'll run on ahead, uniform Sir Joshua if you're royal. You just gonna leave us in here with you dragons? Aw, don't they sleep? Cute sleeping dragons. No, we're still fighting, even though we're surrounded. COVID's a bitch. COVID is a bitch, Jay. Looks like she may be able to come home now because we can get a hospital bed, so going to hospital tomorrow for a final assessment. Fingers crossed for you, Matt. Hope all goes well. The brownies. What's wrong with the brownies, Jay? Girls love the Barneys. My eldest became a sixer last week. So she'll be bossing around all the kids. Though I can't help the one laugh when I took Anna and Bree to see the matinee of Beauty and the Beast, as we were all sat there, and then someone comes out to tell us the Beast tested positive and the show got rescheduled. Oh wow. Hope you bring the best swirls. Yeah, it won't be much of a Beauty and the Beast without a Beast, I guess. Need some cheery ass shields. Fair enough, Jay. Any of you guys do anything of that in your youth? I was in the Beavers and the Cubs. I was also a sixer, because I was so responsible. Oh, look at that poor little lonely vine. Better kill it. You did the Scouts, Mr. Wogatar? I did a taster session of the Scouts when I finished Cubs, and one of the things they made us do was light a match, and then with the lit match try and touch all four sides of this big giant hall, which seems mad thinking back on it. Yes, I found you, Mr. Ninja. Follow the ninja way. I mean, he was doing a good a job of being invisible as Drax from Guardians. Alright, got another ninja. Not you, Matt. I never did anything like that, Jay. I wish I had, though. It was good. I used to hate going camping at the time, but when I was out camping, it was actually quite fun. Especially when I was in charge of the tent. I used to get very lost during orienteering, and the leaders would have to drive out to find us. That just sounds like fun. You're Humphrey, aren't you? Commanded the 100-man corps in the days. What's going on? Back then you fought for Barbarossa against my master, Emperor Guile, and now you turn against him. Wishy-washy, aren't we? Then why are you now in the Liberation Army? Change of heart. Our forces are still vastly inferior to the Imperial Army. We need all the support we can muster. But if this is an opportunity to kill Barbarossa, the killer of my master, then it's an appealing thought. Alright, I'm in. There we go. Only been here 2 minutes and already 2 recruits. And a free rest. Can't complain of that. Ooh, we got a treasure chest over there. I want that. Did you go to a mixed or boys' school? Mixed, yeah. We just went to a mixed public. No, it's not public school. Public school's a posh place, isn't it? In this country. We just went to your local community college here. Mixed. My wife went to a female grammar school. We're currently looking at how to get Rio into a grammar school, the same grammar school as my wife. Looking into the 11 plus, and man, that stuff's complicated. Having to get tutors and all that craziness. I think grammar school should be open to anyone who can do it, but man, it is pretty much the who you know and how much you know is the best way of getting into a grammar school. Help your army. It's true that many of us have been dissatisfied with the present emperor. Something to do with the sleep, perhaps? A few months ago the dragons fell asleep and have not awakened since. We have tried everything we could think of, but to no avail. At the moment the Knights of Dragon's Den are completely powerless. We brought many doctors here, but not one was able to cure them. We sent a man to look for Ryoquinn. Ooh, he's in my castle. He's the finest doctor in the land. He could probably find a cure. This is our chance. Alright, well, we're going to steal your treasure. I guess we gotta go bring the doctor. Which with our teleporting shouldn't take too long. You met Gary at school, right? Tell us how you first met and what was he like. True, how did I meet Gary? Well, me and my friends were obsessed with making films in school. Well, thank you for summoning Mr. Will Guitar, Matt Mitchley, and thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Will Guitar. So yeah, we used to, and our school had a pretty good media and film department. So we used to just hang around, and I believe it was Activities Week. Do you guys have Activities Week in your school? Basically the last week of term, before summer holidays, you get to pick activities to do. And the last few years there was a filmmaking activity where you spent the week making a film. So we did that, and it was run by my brother's friend from school, a guy called Matt Smith. He did it the first year, and then the second year he worked with Gary, and that's when I met Gary. And then Matt ran the media and film department, and then Gary took over from him and then ran it, and because we were always hanging around we became friends that way. And Gary was Gary, apart from he wore more sort of long black coats and was a bit of a vampire laddie. Not that Matt Smith, a better Matt Smith. There are copies of that movie somewhere, Mr. Will Guitar, but it's on VHS tape. I lost mine, and I've lost contact with my friends that actually still own a copy. So if I ever do get in contact with them and they've still got it, and we try and transfer it to some sort of digital platform, you'll be able to see a very young me in a feature movie. I say feature movie, it's only about 25 minutes long. First one we did was Shadow Stalker. It was basically Friday the 13th, but in a school. Do I just stick him in my party? I can't currently because my party's full, so we will get rid of Cleo. There he is. And back to the Dragon's Knights. Dragon Knights. Dragon Knights, yeah. I hope I haven't missed much of the stream. Welcome on in, Grandpa Ghost. How are you this evening? We've been going for about 40 minutes. We are trying to join forces with the Dragon Knights of this region. But all their dragons were put to sleep by some weird poison. So we're taking our doctor to try and sort it out. There we go. I remember the video you posted on Discord with you and Gary. I believe it had no sound. It did have sound, but I used a lot of copyrighted music and YouTube don't like it. So it just removes sound when that music's playing. So you can see a young me with a funny hat and a young Gary. I'll post it in the Discord later on. It's on my YouTube channel, Jay. You're not a subscriber? But yeah, it's one of the first videos I posted on there. So I'll share a link. That film with me and Gary was actually my film studies A-level piece. Basically I made like a 5-minute part of a film. It's not very good, but it got me a grade. It got me an A-level, so can't have been that bad. It's a bit cringe these days watching back on it. Someone gave him poison. I had a feeling somebody sneaked into this domain. Is there a cure? Alright, Moonlight Weed, Black Dragon Orchid, and we'll leave that till later. First get these two. Should be some Moonlight Weed in Seek Valley. The only dragons awake is Futch Black and my own Thrash. I'll take Tenchi and Seek Valley. Good luck. Alright. Off to get some ingredients. You didn't know I had a YouTube channel? I've been archiving these streams for a while now. I posted in the Discord. You just chose to ignore it, Jay. It's all good. I'll post in the Discord and you can subscribe. So I can have like 10 subscribers or however little I do have. Alright, she's medium. She's quite good. What's her weapon like? Strength. She has a weapon 9. Ugh. That'll have to do. Her dragon makes elephant noises too. I did stream on Off the Shelf Reviews. Those streams are still on there. But yeah, for just my personal stuff, I have a YouTube. I used to make basically videos of the girls throughout the year and then edit them together for their birthday. So in years to come we'll be able to watch them all again and watch our kids grow up. It's kind of sweet. You can now monetize for big YouTube ads, wads and payments with those subscribers, ain't it? Well, like Twitch, I still have yet to receive a penny from YouTube. One day I'll make the big bucks, Mr. Will Guitar. Alright, this way is another blacksmith, but I will have to drag all my blacksmiths with me to recruit. And seeing as this is one of the hardest areas in the game, it is quite hard dragging some very low leveled blacksmiths into the fray. Run, run, run. That's sweet. Oh, thanks, Jay. They've all got copyrighted music too, but YouTube doesn't mind that. I think they've been demonetized, but they didn't take the music out, which is nice. Howdy ho. Who are you people? What do you want? If you've got no business with me, go away. If only the castle were a little bigger. Oh, so I gotta make my castle bigger as well. Ah, he won't even smithy my weapons either. What a jerk. That was a wasted trip. Alright, so that path leads to a treasure chest. Oh wow, Queen Ant. She was a boss back in early part of the game. Sorry, I was driving, had you playing through my car stereo. No worries, Grandpa Ghost. I appreciate you sticking me on in the car. Listen to the sweet sounds of Suikoden. Well, she was easy. Ooh, we got another sound setting. I will eventually go through the castle. You're able to change the sound effects once you've recruited certain people and change the displays. Right, Valerie, you can kick the dragon's butt. I used to call it Suikoden. Some people call it Suikoden, but then I heard people say no, it's Suikoden. It's a very awkward name, I agree. Right, one's going to continue the story, and one... Oh, there we go. Alright, make sure we are fully healed. See, Humphrey went from like 300 to 500 just with a few fights, which is lovely. We better cure Valerie as well. Should have bought some more medicine. I think that'll do it. Don't have our pants down like we did with Necklord. I've been saying Suikoden, probably my accent. I thought it was Sadoku. I mean, I might be way off. If anyone is an expert and wants to school me, feel free. I think I have on the bottom of the screen. Just don't be offended if I do make a dog's dinner of pronunciations of names. So you hit it, it'll lose all its crystals, and then you attack the ball. Nice. That should take it down to 1. 0. Alright. Now we just kick the poop out of it. Oh, let me get my team going. Cheers, Matt Mitchell. Ah, Pepsi goodness. Now he's a tiny ball. That move kicks butt. Uh-oh. Alright, we better heal Flick. You can cure your boy, and we'll attack. We watched, seeing as hardly had to miss out on lots of stuff this weekend, we thought we'd watch a nice happy film on Family Sunday film night. So we watched 2012. Anyone watch or a fan of 2012? Although those films are pretty dumb, there is a charm to them. Nope, 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 that one. I do like films that can blow stuff up good. There we go. We survived. It's aight. I've seen it, but it was a long time ago. I think me and the wife watched it in the cinema. And those kind of disaster movies on the big screen, like no matter how dumb the characters are, the story is, like watching cities just crumble and collapse in just stupidly crazy action scenes, is a true wonder to behold. Alright, that should do us. And his next film is out in February, I think, is it? Moonfall. With the guy from Game of Thrones in it. Sam, is it, from Game of Thrones? This is his character name. Jon Snow's friend. You got the Blu-ray for free somewhere, can't remember where. It's probably just giving it away, Jay. Could this be the Moonlight Weed? Probably. Uh-oh, it's windy. I'm impressed that you made it this far, but I can't let you leave the Moonlight Weed. She's protective of her weed. We had a rough time getting here, we're taking this stuff. Oh my, one energetic young man. But I'm talking to Tenchi right now, so please be quiet. You must be getting tired of the Liberation Army game. No. You'll give me the ruin on your right hand, the Soul Eater. Don't look so angry. I won't force you to give it up. I have something more elegant in mind. Come out, Ted. It's my old friend Ted. I haven't seen since the start of the game. You sure were cruel to leave me behind on my own. But I forgive you, we're old friends. Now will you give me back the ruin I lent you? I was able to live 300 years because of that ruin, so I need it. Please give it back. We ain't returning it. We ain't falling for her tricks. Also has Halle Berry in it, does it? Yeah, I mean, it looks stupid and the dialogue looks terrible and cheesy and corny, but again, it has cool, crazy action scenes. Kind of like your Fast and the Furious these days. Like, it's really stupid, but you kind of want to see what crazy ideas they have for action scenes. Don't have much time. A strange connection remains between the ruin and the one who carried it. That is me. I'm speaking to you through the ruin. My body has been taken over by Windy's Conqueror Ruin and is no longer mine. The Conqueror Ruin will eventually take over my soul as well, and that is why I must hurry. You must promise to forgive me for what I'm about to do. I like to see you try. Oh, so you plan to fight Ted? You kill your own father, send your servant Gremio to his death, and now you want to fight your best friend. How sinful you are. On the day I lost my home, you stole the souls of everyone I knew in this world. During 300 years of wandering, you caused a great many wars and plundered countless souls. You steal the souls of those closest to your master and grow in power. Having a Soul Eater near me has given me power, just enough power to move my own body. Now, Soul Eater, I command you as your former master, take my soul. You're struggling to find a good borrow? I do have season 1 of Banshee. I will give it a go soon, Matt, I promise. It's just too much good TV right now. But when there's a lull, when all these current seasons end, I went to a talent contest that the second place prize was a DVD of Saw 2. This was in 2009, many years after it came out. Was it a big contest? Like a Saw 2 DVD? The first prize I've ever heard of. What if a little kid won the talent contest? Should you really give him Saw 2? Back off, Windy. Detestable creature, I'll take that room from you someday. Looks like we're finally gonna say a proper farewell to Ted. Bye, Ted. Alright, we got the weed. Should we just teleport back? Do we have the means? Yeah, we do. Jay, you like Saw 2? Once you start Banshee, you'll love it. What's the first prize? Saw 1. See, in my mind, I think Saw 1 would be the better prize. So, you might be onto something there, Matt Midgley. Saw 2 is your favourite? Wow. I only like Saw 1. I've seen all of them, but I only like the original one. It was at a university. Whoever was in charge spent too much money on the first prize. I think it was a trip to the UK. So they just had to grab something cheap. Damn. Is coming here a big prize? I think they need to speak to the prize acquirer. Alright, we got your weed. Next we need the Black Dragon Orchid. I'm ready to go anywhere in the world for it. But there's a problem. Futch went alone to Gregminster Palace to get it. The only place where you can obtain the Black Dragon Orchid is in the floating garden at Gregminster. Oh, you only like the first three? Get silly after that? Wait, first prize is a trip abroad and second prize was Saw 2 on DVD. That's some drop off. The whole place was a rip off. I'm the same, I only really like this first Saw. Yeah. Did you win, Grandpa Ghost? Did you win the talent contest? And what was your talent? Oh, I get to control Futch. Oh, and he runs too. Someday I don't know which one is the Black Orchid. This one's most like the one that Ryoquinn described. Uh-oh, it's the Emperor. That is my question, young man. You must be aware that this is the Imperial Garden. I never thought I'd run into a flower thief in a sleepless night. Judging from your outfit, you must be a dragon knight. It must be windy again. He knows his court magician is a pain in the ass, but he won't do anything about it. Hurry while I'm still feeling generous. Go, 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 go. Come on, elephant dragon. Uh-oh, Windy's turned up. Ooh, I'm just in time. What an uncouth boy. You should be punished. No, black. He's alright. Don't worry, when we found you unconscious in the forest, you had the Black Dragon Orchid in your hand. Yes, I made the antidote from the 3 ingredients and gave them to the dragons. They should be awakening soon. What was the 3rd ingredient? The 3rd ingredient? I'll tell you, the 3rd ingredient was a dragon's liver, and it came from... Oh, Black was already dead when they found him. Hate me if you want, but we had no choice. Poor Futch. His poor elephant dragon died so all the other dragons could regain consciousness. I didn't compete, but a friend of mine did. We were there to support him and he placed 2nd. That's why I remember it so well. Well, I hope he made the most of that Saw 2 DVD. Let's go to Joshua's Quarter, draw up an alliance pact. Damn straight, you should agree to all that trouble we went through. Looks like we'll be fighting together again, side by side, but against a different enemy this time. The Dragon Knights will join you to defeat the Empire. Booyah. A Dragon Knight who has lost his dragon must leave the dragon's den. Now that you have lost Black, I cannot keep you here. Oh man, he lost his dragon, now he's basically getting kicked out. I'm alright, I just want to believe that Black saved me. Will you take Futch with you? I won't have to worry about him if he's with you. Yeah, we'll take a dragon home. And another recruit. Anything else to say? No. Alright. Our army is growing strength from strength. What's up with you? Doing well? I'm as well as I can be. That's all you can ask for. G-Electric. Any of you guys got any exciting plans for this week coming up? I think my exciting plan was going to the dentist tomorrow, which obviously can't now. Nope, still hasn't grown. Uh-oh, talks of a spy. I'm guessing they disappeared. Yep. Let's go report our success. I'm going to get in a hot bath shortly, guys. Been real lazy today and haven't washed yet. I had a nice bath yesterday. I was watching the Off the Shelf Reviews podcast in the bath, if you must know. Did you manage to secure an alliance? Hell yeah, we did. He refused to say anything, so we were waiting for you to come back and decide what to do with him. Tenchi, are you Commander Tenchi? Yup. Thank goodness now I can complete my mission. I kept silent because I was under strict orders not to speak to anyone until I met you face to face. Kazim Hazil has took over the northern defense after Teo McDowell has recently begun to apply extreme pressure on rebel factions. My Master Warren is a famous man of wealth in the north, long respected even by the Imperials, but as a man of honor and generosity, he harbored many fugitives. As a result, his home was surrounded by Kazim Hazil and his troops. Master Warren and Sir Victor, oh no, Victor, fought hard against the Imperials, but they were eventually captured. This is what Master Warren told me to tell you. He's an honourable man with a large following. We must go and rescue them. Despite its name, the Liberation Army is not yet a unified army. To continue fighting in the future, we need to give the troops some proper military training. I agree. Let's train them. I suggest you retire now. You have a busy day ahead. Well, we best save if we got a battle coming up. just in case anyone dies. I just listen to things on my phone in the bath. I got a nice little rack you put across the bath, and I put my iPad on it, and I end up watching stuff. That's why I do enjoy my baths. There's a feral cat I'm feeding who lives in my shed. I feel like Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. There, we ain't got anything in our garden. My mum's got loads. She's got hedgehogs, squirrels, and foxes the other day. But ours is pretty boring. Our cats keep them all away. Apart from seagulls, they're useless with seagulls. Epsom salts for your baths. Yes. Squirrels in the bath. It depends, you know. If you had like a little floating rubber ring and you just chilled, that'd be fine, but I'm guessing a squirrel would probably go nuts if it fell in the bath. It would make a lovely scrubber. Ooh, a squirrel loofah. I get it. I have an important matter to discuss with you. Now what? Check out me in my big room. Here's that spy has infiltrated the Liberation Army. While you were away, I sent Kazumi and Kryn on a reconnaissance mission into the Imperial territory. According to the report, it appears that there is an intelligence leak somewhere in our army. So if you permit, Commander Tenchi, I'd like to oversee the military training maneuvers tomorrow. As you wish. The coming battle will become increasingly fierce. I am prepared to do anything to win, no matter what the sacrifice may be. Do you have any of your own pets, Grandpa Ghost? Do you have a dog? I can't remember if I saw pictures in the Discord. Or is it just feral animals you tend to look after? Do I want to go? No. Yeah, let's go. Hey Tarman, how you doing? We have 4 dogs. Wow. Had a rabbit until earlier this year. Oh, we had a rabbit. It was the first pet me and my wife had. Unfortunately, it broke its leg. No, it wasn't actually. It did break its leg, and then after a very expensive vet bill, it did get fixed. But then we had it neutered because it was a very randy rabbit, and the vet gave it too much anesthetic, and it never recovered, and it passed away. It sucked. Terrible vet. It wasn't until later everybody was like, yeah, you should use that vet, they suck. Haha, we're going to do a surprise attack. The spy won't see it coming. Now head North Commander Tenchi, please confirm. We're on it, boys. Ours was bite the shit out of you. Ours would just hump. If you put your hand down to smooth it, just hump your arm. Yeah, I know, they aren't training today. They're suddenly attacking us. Yes, I know. Do you mean to say that our spy was mistaken? My god, what shall I do? Right, you go report to General Kazim while I try to stall them. It was nice to see the podcast again, Tarman. It's on their YouTube channel if anyone missed it or wants to catch up on bits they missed. That's terrible. I've heard that it's hard. It is, yeah. like, I think it was best for us to have tried to neuter him, because, you know, he was a bit sex crazed for a rabbit. But it wasn't worth losing him over. If we can avoid bloodshed, of course, but some soldiers may prefer not to surrender. So give me some time. Dude's stalling. Let's kick their ass. This is a ploy to stall us. We'd better attack at once. Give out the signal. Man, you guys talk so slow. Ian wasn't too keen on Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yeah, that was an intriguing rant. That's the thing with Ian, like, bless him. He, every now and then, a film that it's usually like middling at best, like something like Terminator Dark Fate, he'll just have such a crazy large opinion over it. Like, everybody else is like, meh, you either liked it, thought it was alright, didn't like it, but Ian, whew. He has some opinions. Let's attack with some dragons. We'll take it. Let's see if we can make him turn traitor. But that does not mean excuse it. It's like a surgeon leaving his car keys in you or something. Indeed. Nope, they failed. Check the enemy strategy. Let's see what they're going to do next. The enemy's next plan is charge attack. Charge attack can be beaten by magic. There we go, they're all dead. Didn't lose a single person. Happy with that. At work, if our major hospital, a doctor left a pair of tweezers and some sponges in the man. At one of ours, I mean, ooh, sponge, ugh. I mean, can you feel that in you? Like when you move about? Ugh. And then there's a conversation of, yeah, we might have left some bits in you, I'm afraid. But what we went in to fix was good. We just got to do it again and get the other bits out. We'll recruit you, join you and betray the Imperial Army. Promise me one thing, you will spare my troops. Of course. Whether I'm fighting for the Imperial Liberation Army, it makes no difference to me as long as I can eat. Get in. Alright, Commander Tenchi, we will march north before the enemy finds out that we have taken the northern checkpoint. Sir Pont, I'll give you a battalion to attack the fortress of Duar. So Humphrey, I'll assign another battalion to take the fortress of Ryoquinn. As protector of the north, Kazumizil will be forced to send reinforcements to respective fortresses. Meanwhile, we will sneak in and rescue Warren and Victor. No, but they're still a dependable force. Those are details of our plan. Please take action immediately. No, I don't want Kryn on my team. He's rubbish. Rubbish. We'll take Taeho. Who else do we want? Shall I get my master again? Kai. Who else do we want? We'll take Valerie. Alright, we're going to pretend we're captured. I want that treasure chest though. Nah, alright, we can go back. I think we can meet Maximilian. I don't know, maybe not. I think that's later on actually. Yep. Alright, well we're going to need to sort my team out. He's got 59 hit points. Ugh. Reminds me of when Ryan Dunn from Jackass had that toy car stuck in him. I had the X-ray on a poster once. Oh, that's badass, Ghost. I say I would want that, but I don't think the wife would really appreciate me having Ryan Dunn's butt X-ray on a wall. What about a doctor that left half a Mars bar in some guy? I mean, how does that even happen? Like... Alright, well, I think that is where we're going to leave it tonight, because I've got to go level some people up and sharpen some weapons and make some money. And I've got to be up early to organise with the school some home learning, cancel a dentist appointment, and all other crazy stuff. Good old COVID. Adverts have gotten strange. No idea, incompetent surgeon. Thank you very much, Matt Mitchley. I think I screwed up the raid last week, so let's try and do it properly this week. Get that set up before I say my goodbyes. Middle-aged gamer guy. I think that's a good shout. Let's make sure there's no one with a small count that could deal with it. Actually, I think we'll raid TLX. He's doing Darkest Dungeon. See if I remember how to set this up, eh? Raid. TLX. Hey, it worked. Alright, so I just want to say thank you for everybody for hanging out with us today. Matt Mitchley, G Electric, Grandpa Ghost, Jay Hines, Tarman, and Mr. Will Guitar, and anyone lurking in the background. We'll be back next Sunday to carry on with part 10 of this long playthrough, where I think we'll probably have 2 to 3 episodes left of this one before we're through. So, till then, I will catch you later. We're on the Discord if you want to hang out and chat. I'll post that link for you a little later on, Jay. But till then, I'll catch you later. Appreciate it, guys. Good night.